welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out into my backyard on this fairly nice, warmed up day compared to the last 2 days of freezing temps we have had, especially at night. Now this is my MIG Grow Off 2022 uh, 9-week update. Yeah, we only got 3 more weeks, people. And as you can tell by the title, it's time to have a little talk. I have enjoyed watching each one of y'all grow and thrive that have posted videos. There's a lot of people who haven't posted videos, and I'm waiting to see if they just pop up out of the blue at the end. Which, yeah, that's a discrepancy if you ask me. But y'all have done great. There's been a lot of chest thumping, a lot of banty roostering running around. Some people's been doing really good growing. And then there's certain others, the excuse makers. I'll show you, my bag's alive, and I've been in colder temperatures. And then there's those, or that one, who started their plants in a 5-gallon bucket. Now all of a sudden they're all in a grow bag. You know who you are. You know you ain't doing right. But that's between you and your maker. But with that being said, it's update time. And I'm fixing to shed a light on a lot of people, because this competition was also to encourage others to grow. There hasn't been a whole lot of lesson teaching. There's been a whole lot of thumping chest and shadow throwing, name calling. I'm good with that, because you know what? I absolutely love how the name of that sauce rolls off the tongues of all the other members of different teams. But that's fine with me, because y'all know who's going to win. But that's beside the point. Let me pause it so I can bring you down to show you the beauty and the miracle of 1 week of growth, and how to take care of your bag, your grow bag or your bucket, without using excuses. Because guess what? The grow light of deception is not a grow light that you need to be using, and it's sad. But some are using the grow light of deception. But I digress, so let's get to looking at this beautiful bag. Okay, let's take a look at what a week difference looks like. Look at her. Oh yeah, she's grown. And now it's time to do a little lesson teaching. You notice how thick and strong the garlic looks? Look how wide the leaves are. At this time of year, your garlic should look thick like this. The leaves should be wide and thick. This goes the same for onions as well. If your onions or your garlic looks like it just come out of a coloring pencil box, your plants are starving. They're either starving, or they're dying, starving for light, or there is way too much nitrogen in your soil. Because onions and garlic at this time of year should not look like chives. They should be thick, strong, and robust. And if they don't, you're not giving them enough light, or either you are feeding them way too much nitrogen and they're not having enough potassium and phosphate. You're feeding them way too much nitrogen. Look at all of those pansies. Look at them beautiful babies. Guess what? They haven't died. Look at this whole bag. Nothing has died. Not one plant. And guess what? I've been way colder than Texas could think about. But you know what? I didn't neglect my bag. I took care of my bag. She was in a hoop house covered with plastic Frost didn't touch her. She's been fed well with that sauce, which, yes, is an organic sauce. Very organic, because that's the only way I grow. And as for the snide comment of using that sauce is not what the old ways is about, well, guess what? I hate to tell you. You think our ancestors didn't use natural fertilizer? Do some research. Yeah, do some research. My people planted fish in the hills as they planted. They took care of their plants. They burnt the fields to give it wood ash. Yeah, my people knew how to use organic gardening methods. Now, let's see what you know. Alright, look at the beautiful alpine strawberry here. Look how big that leaf has gotten. Look down in there. If I can get to it. There's all kinds of baby leaves coming up. Shooting up. Coming up strong. This one. Over here. The second one. Look at all them baby leaves coming up down in there. And yes, these are alpine strawberries. They're not regular strawberries, folks. And yes, my regular strawberries are in the ground and they're still growing. They grew all through the winter. Look at this beautiful Italian dandelion. And let's reiterate, these are not wild dandelions. They're called dandelions, Italian dandelions, because they come from Italy and their leaves look like dandelion leaves. That's the only thing. Look down in that center. Look down in that center. You see all them babies coming up? They're coming up because they're being fed a balanced diet. An organic balanced diet. The other one is shooting up like crazy. By next week, let's see if you can see that little baby. Get some more light down in there. By next week, I'm going to be harvesting radishes out of this bag. See that little beautiful, beautiful, succulent little round red ball? Yeah, that's called a radish, folks. It's beautiful. And as for greens, yeah, I noticed a lot of people chose mustard greens and greens to grow. Well, guess what's the fastest growing plant in the winter? Greens. So yeah, look at them babies. Coming on strong, looking good. Got another beautiful little radish. Look at that. Look at that baby down there. Look at that. We're going to cover that baby back up. Don't want it getting cold because, yeah, folks, all natural. Growing without lights, growing without heat. And we're having possibly a fourth ice storm come through. So, yeah, tell me that your bucket died because of cold weather. Oh, snap. Look at that. Haven't lost not one plant. Because you know why? I take care of my babies. I nurture my plants like I would my children. If you don't nurture your plants, they won't give back to you. Look at that beautiful third strawberry, which was just a sprig when I planted it. It's shooting up. Let me try to get this angle. It's shooting up all kinds of leaves. Well, can't stay out of the sun, but I'm not going to fuss because the sun's out, because guess what? We need it. But look at the thickness of that garlic leaf. That's what your garlic's supposed to be looking like. If it looks like a chive, you're feeding it way too much nitrogen. And or you're starving it for sunlight. Because garlic and onions grow the same. And if your onion leaves are completely way out of your bucket touching the ground, yeah, cut back on that nitrogen, baby, and Feed them poor things some more potassium and phosphorus. Because garlic and onions don't need a whole lot of nitrogen. But people don't know that because they don't do research. They just fling stuff in the dirt. This is what happens when you grow seasonally. Look at how tall they were. Look, way up past my wrist this week. Look at this. They were just up to my wrist last week. They're up my arm. Putting on new leaves. This one had 4 leaves last week. It's got 5 now. This one's got 5. That one had 3. It's got 4 now. That one had 3. It's got 4 now. People, grow seasonally. Grow wise. Believe in yourself. Don't beat yourself down if a plant dies. Start the same plant over again and keep going till you get it right. But see, a lot of people lost their plants in this contest, but they replaced them with plants that they didn't start out with, which, you know, not supposed to do that, but I digress. And then there's a lot of people who haven't showed much of anything, so we don't know what's going on with their grow bags or their buckets. But look at that. You can't help but love seeing that beautiful, beautiful radish down in there. Look at that. Oh, and look. You notice? There ain't no bugs. There ain't no bugs on my plants. None. You know why? I made my own soil. I mixed it myself. It didn't come out of no plastic bag that had the bug eggs in it. Yeah, you have to be careful about that. But yep, well, I have enjoyed showing you my beautiful grow bag. Look at that. And you know what? These babies are cold because we were down to 30 degrees last night. Oh my gracious snap. Look at that. They're all alive. Ain't nobody dead. Ain't nobody gonna be dying. You know why? Because I take care of my babies. Y'all just have to believe in yourself. You got any gardening questions? Ask me. I'm more than happy to help. Because that's one of the reasons why I'm in this grow off. Is to help others realize you can grow year round. As long as you grow seasonally. Greens are supposed to be growing at this time. Garlic and onions are supposed to be growing at this time. Salad, your Italian dandelions, your lettuces, all of that's supposed to be growing at this time of year. Ain't supposed to be no tomatoes growing. Ain't supposed to be no peppers growing. They'll die the minute cold weather hits them. Strawberries love cold weather. Pansies absolutely thrive off of cold weather. So does violas. So does a bunch of other beautiful flowers. So don't tell me you can't grow. Look at that. Just absolutely look at that growth. That is called love. They return to me what I give to them, and these are my babies. And I will protect them and take care of them. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and it inspires you to get out there and garden. You can drop seeds in the soil. Make sure it's the right kind of soil. Make sure it's balanced. Quit buying that crap in the bag. Make your own. Make sure you amend it with all natural ingredients that my ancestors used as well. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and may you each be blessed. See you soon.